everyone, Jean here. All right, today I have a viewer request. We're going to be making some more of my purse dangles, which I made in the past. Doreen reached out to me and she said she has a problem with hers coming apart when she makes them. Now, I told her I would do another video and show I got something, different that you can do. I don't have problems with mine coming apart. I also like the wax thread, works really, really good. I'm going to show you some of the things that we are going to be using. This box, I picked this up. This is all wax threads. So we're going to be using some wax threads. You get 42 different colors for $24.99, and you get 33 yards on each roll. So you get quite a bit. I mean, look at all these colors you get. Multicolor one. So we get all those. Use those. Those are the best. I think they hold the best. Better than some of like just plain string and stuff. But if you do have a problem, we can add a little glue, and that's what I'm going to show her. That you can add just a little glue to your knot area, which we're going to do. Plus, the other thing I want to show her, that if you do have problems, a lot of people might not know these are out on the market now. And it is a keychain that has a stem on it that you can just bead yourself. And then you don't have to worry about, using string or chain or what. I like using wax thread. Some people use chain to make it. And so there's lots of different ways that you can make it. I got these off of Amazon. I seem to be missing one because I didn't even notice this. You're supposed to get 6 of them. And I did only get 5. I'll have to maybe contact them. So it says 6 for $6.99. I just got them off of Amazon so I could get them here quickly. But you can get these. Temu has them also. They're pretty much close to about the same price. They're going to cost you around $1 a piece for them anyways. Let's push these aside. So we're going to use those, but I'll do some string. And then I have a whole bunch of, I just pulled some beads. And I tried to pull ones that I knew where I got them from, because I know some of you, like to know where I get my beads if you want to use the same one. I have a huge stash of beads, guys. So sometimes I may not be able to show you where I get my beads and stuff. I'm just grabbing stuff as we go here. So, but for this video, I thought, well, I'll try to find some stuff that we can, you might be able to still get. Now, I can't tell you if you can still get it or not, because that Hobby Lobby has been, discontinuing some of their beads. So I'm not sure if they have these or not, but you still might have these in your stash. But you could use any bead. So I pulled out this yellow mix from, and this is a Bead Design Company one. This yellow mix I pulled out, we're going to work on. I pulled out, let's see, this one that kind of look like, they're all frosted beads in here. So I pulled that. I added a couple of charms in there that I thought we could use. And then this one here. This one, I think was not from, I don't know, is that this might have been from Walmart, this one. Yeah, this might be a Walmart one. I'm not even sure now. But if I can link things, I will. I grabbed a few silicone beads out of my stash. Just grabbed a few of them. And then this was a Christmas string. I pulled them off already so we didn't have to mess around with that. So I pulled them off already. All right, let's put this aside. I seem to be missing a bead, and I think it went into here, and it did. So I'm looking. I need one more of them. So we're going to kind of work off of these. I'll do a string one first. And then I just have this. And I got my scissors. Oh, the other thing you might need, might not need, is a bead threader. There's another name for these, but I will link them. I like the longer ones. I will link where I get mine from. And you might need those, you might not. You can probably get them through the beads. And these, because you're using string, you don't need that big of a hole. I have different size holes here. And these aren't too thick either. So those will be fine for some beads. I'll try to give you a measurement as we go later. I'm going to grab this and this and this so it's out. Okay, let's do a string one first. Let's grab the yellow ones. And like I said, this is a bead design company one from Hobby Lobby. And whether they still carry it or not, I don't know for sure. But just find a bead mix like this. It has, you know, different size beads and stuff like that in there. Wherever you get your beads from, just find something like that. I am going to use, okay, I'm going to use this one for our keychain. I am going to use this hot air balloon bead that I had in my stash. I got these not too long ago, I think, so we will do those. This one has this little lobster on. I don't need any of this metal, so I'm going to take this off. We don't need any of this on this one. So let's see if I can get that off. Get it started here. Ouch, it's taking my nail off more than it's taking that off. You know, when trying to put keys on a key ring, yeah, that's kind of what that is. You got to get that started. So we don't need that little piece. Okay. And let's see, I've seen some yellow in here. I think there's a brighter yellow. Let's go down here. A light yellow. Here, there's two different yellows down here. Let's see. I want that one. I'm going to think this one looks like a nice yellow that's going to match. So let's take that out. This is a really good deal for the, like, you know, I use wax threads when I'm making my junk journals too, because they hold the best. They just have a little bit of wax on. You can feel it like a waxed dental floss, similar to that. All right, so I just take off, you know, I don't really measure, but I'll kind of measure for you. Kind of figure out, well, first I got to see how we're going to do this. Okay, this is going to be in the middle. So I just use anything like a dish or a plate, or I had this one bead palette. Let's bring you down just a teeny tiny bit here. All right. We're going to use that, and I think I got that charm we're going to use too on the bottom. Let's use a solid on each side first. And you can make these, your purse dangles, as long as you want. And I like these that look like a beach ball. They have the beach ball ones, and they have these ones in the set. And then they have the ones that look like a beach ball. And since this has the stripes going down it too, I think I'll use this one. And this one. And I think we'll make this first one just that long. And then this will be our charm for the bottom. So what I do is, you know, kind of guess, like, you know, I go 3 times just to make sure I have enough, because I'd rather work with more than work with less, and I have worked with less more than once. Okay, first thing we're going to do is you're going to double your thread. Simple, easy. Okay. And then you are going to run it through whatever loop you have. I'm using all different ones. I grabbed a whole bunch of different ones that we're going to be using so that you can see you can use all different kind of keychains. Just going to run that through like that, and then you have this the loop on this end, and you have the 2 pieces on this end. We're just going to hang on to that. We're going to pull that back through, and then we're going to pull it tight. Okay, and we're just going to pull it tight. That's all you need to do there. Okay. Now to ease, it's easy. So you're going to hold on to both strands, and we're going to put the first bead on with both strands, the second bead on, both strands. And like I said, these ones got a bigger hole. Let's see if I can kind of figure out. Got ribbon from my other project there. It's probably the hole opening. It's around a 3 millimeter hole opening. Okay, so we have that so far. Now we're gonna run our focal, which I call my focal point, my middle bead. You don't have to have a bigger bead, a focal point, whatever. You could just do whatever you want for beads on here. We're going to put that on there. Okay, now we got the 3 beads in. Now we are going to separate our strands, and we are going to take just 1 strand. Okay, and then I'm going to put the solid yellow one on. And then I'm going to put I'm going to call it a beach ball, because that's what it looks like. The beach ball on. Okay. Then you need a charm for the bottom. So you're going to put the charm through the opening, the hole there. And now we are going to thread this one. This one is going to stay here yet. Okay. We are going to thread this one back through this bead to meet our other end. Okay. So we're going to move that one back through there. And through that one. These are so easy to make, guys. In fact, I need to make more. The ones that I had made in the other video are all gone. I got to make some more. Let's move this out of our way. Now, you've got them all meeting, okay? Now, you can tie this as tight as you want. If you like yours to kind of, you know, swing freely, your beads freely like that, you keep it loose. Or you can kind of just cinch it up here and make it tighter. I got to pull this one to pull up. And then you just pull them tighter. So just make it as tight as you want. Then I'm just going to tie a couple knots in there. And like I said, wax thread works really, really good. Then I'm going to tie another. Oops, I missed my loop. So I just tie 2 in there. And then I'm going to clip the ends as close as I can in there. Clip them out. And then with my pokey tool, if I have it. With my pokey tool, I'm just going to push in some of that into that end. Just to make sure it goes kind of in. Then what I'm going to do is I like to use the B7000. It's a jewelry glue. It has a very fine little tip on it. I'm going to take and get it right on that knot. Don't worry. Just even if it goes on the bead, don't worry. I'm going to go all the way around that knot. Okay? And if it touches the bead, no big deal. And then we're just going to let it sit like that. I just took and went all the way around the knot. Says the knot is right there. And I just took my glue and went all the way around the knot. And added a little bit of glue on there. Okay? And now we are just going to let that sit aside. That's what that one looks like. But we're going to let that dry to the end. I can get this cap back on. Just as simple as that. You have a keychain, a dangle, purse dangle, a backpack dangle, whatever you want. And like I said, you can just use whatever you want for beads. You can use, I got silicone beads here we're going to be using. You use whatever you want. You can use like alphabet beads and spell out things. Spell out their name. If you're giving it to like a child, you can put their first name on there. Don't give too much information away on their backpacks. And so you can just put their name on. Or if they have a nickname, you can, you know, do that so they know it's their backpack. Throw that off to the side. So there's one. Okay. Let's go ahead and use these silicone beads. This one I kind of know what we're going to do with because I had to, you know, pick these all out already. Cap that yellow one or we'll have that all over. Now these I just got off of like Temu or one of them if I can still find it. It came as a kit with all these together. So it all came together. All right, so how do we want this? We're going to put like I said, these are just silicone beads. They got the hole straight down. I'm going to put that there. And how do I want to do it? I think we'll put the teal here next to, come back here. See, get something like this where you can lay your beads down so that you can, you know, see how you like them organized. And I typically will do 6 to 7 beads. That's just me. This one we did 5 plus the charm, so we did 6 things all together. But like I said, you make these, it depends on kind of where you're using it. Make them as long as you want. I got this really cute butterfly heart charm we're going to be using. That's going to be on the bottom. And then for this one, I've got this metal silver keychain. I'm going to put that on the top. So that'll be up here. All right. Let's use, right away I see teal right on top. Or do we want pink instead? Because there's a lot more pink than teal. I may go with the pink instead. Teal's pretty too. Doesn't really matter. Matchy as much as you like. If you only have white in your stash, use white. Because I just recently got this because I wanted some for a journal. Some different colors. So in my other video, which I will link, they are all, I used white. That one I used different things. I used string. I can't remember what I all used anymore. But I will link that video for you guys. so you can see if I've come a long way since that first video. I think that one was over. That was one of my earlier, at least a year. I think that one is like a year old. All right, same thing. You can see like I had that much string left. But like I said, I like to always make sure I have more than enough. And really, this string does not cost that much. All right, easy peasy again. We're just going to go ahead and fold this in the middle. You guys can still see me, right? Okay. Throw this through the opening. Whoops, I pull it right back out. We'll put it through and we'll pull it right back out. And then we are going to grab it and bring it through and knot it up. And then I'm just going to pull it to the bottom and then pull tight. I wish I still had one from my other video so I could show you that it's still lasting. And like I said, I gave most of those ones I gave away. Some I sold, but most of those I gave away. That's what I do. I'm a giver. I give everything away all the time. All right, same thing. These silicone ones, you can see how big the hole is. So both these strings should go through nicely. I got one longer, one shorter. Let's just cut them so they're more even. So they'll go through better. And being silicone, they're not as smooth, you know, they're like more of a rubber, so it might give you a little hesitation. I'll show you the bead threader. You just kind of put your string through there. Whoops, I got to do the bead first, guys. Okay, just put the bead through the hole and then grab your two ends through there. Just grab them on through there. And then I pull it through. That's how the bead threader works. Simple as that. Okay, get my two ends even again. Let's put the teal one. And go through the butterfly. Make sure he's the right way up because Lord knows I've put him upside down more than once. Okay, it doesn't matter which one of these you grab now. You can grab whichever one you want. And then do the last three through. Like I said, you can be as elaborate on these key rings as you want. I'm just keeping them simple for this video. See how many we can get done. But they're quick to do. So when you're sitting at home, the hardest thing is just picking out your beads, really. Okay. Now we grab both of them again, not just the one, I'm sorry. Now get this out of my way. Okay. Don't confuse you. Grab your little charm. Pull that through. Now we're going to go backwards again. Back up through there. Okay. Cut that a little bit and see if I can get through. Otherwise, I'll have to use my bead threader. One. Okay, and the last one through. Okay, got them through. Now just pull it as tight as you want. Pull all of them together. I'm going to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. And then pull that one to get those tighter loose. I'm going to leave this one a little bit looser. So I'm going to separate them just a little, just so they have some swing. Has a little swing to it. And do however many knots you... Whoops. I pulled that one too far apart. Pull that one. And sometimes I'll flip it over and get the knot on the other side too. That's just me. I don't think it helps, but you know. Just pull it and then clip off. Clip off as low as you can get them. And then we are going to put my glue down there. Just add the glue onto the knot. Okay, and then I'm going to push that knot up into the hole. I still got some pieces there. Disappeared. And then wipe my little pokey tool off. Okay. Now I let that sit before I play with it too much so that it doesn't pop back out. Because I like to have it right upside in the hole. So then you can see it's up in there. I got a little fuzz there that won't come off. And you can't even see the knot there in this one. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's push that off this side. We have this cute little butterfly one so far. And our balloon one. Okay. Now let's do one of the keychain ones. Just so that you can see how they look. And I think I will do these Christmas beads here. All right. These work like this. Now, I still like to glue these because so you get the little stem, and this is all on there yet. You can keep this chain on and add some charms on if you'd like. We're not doing that in today's video, or you can just take all that off. It's up to you. And then if you don't like this big ring for keychains, for keys, I mean, if you don't use the ring, you can take the ring off and just use the lobster clasp like we used on the other ones. But I'll leave this one like it is. Now, first of all, I know from experience that some of these things like this, when they're in your purse or you're taking them in and out of your pocket, stuff like that, they are going to loosen up. I like to put a tab of glue in this inside too, and then screw that end in. You'll know how far down it'll stop going. Now the only problem with these ones with the stems like this is it's hard to find beads that fit on there perfectly. My goodness, if I can get that back on there. You know, it's such a little tiny opening there, you see, like trying to get this little cap back on. Okay. Well, let's see what we have. We got these Christmas ones we're going to use. Let's move this off of here. We got these Christmas ones. And then I grabbed some of these spacer beads. Grab some of those. So let's see what we do. I think we will go... We got 4 green, red. These little ones I know will not fit. These will not fit on there. I'll use those for another project. They were on the string. Let's try the green one. I'm going to try to get as many colors as I can. Let's go ahead and put a spacer on. Put the spacer on. Then we'll put on, let's see, red. Let's do the red one. And then you might have to take it back apart. You know, you might have to pull the beads off if you don't like the way it looks. I've done these enough so I kind of know how they will look. I got the spacer. Okay, and then we've got these kind of silver. They're kind of see-through though. So we're going to put one of these on the break up. That'll be like our middle bead. Put another spacer on. And then we'll go backwards and do the red one again. Spacer. I think we're going to have enough room on here. Going to be enough. Just perfect. Now it looks like you won't have enough on there. Can you see how little the stem is? That's all you need. Okay. Now I'm going to, because if I set this down and pick this up and put glue in there, I'm going to end up dropping it. So we are going to put the glue on here. I need another pair of hands here. We are going to put the glue on the tip of here instead. And then we will thread on the cap. And that'll hold those on. If I can find the hole now, there we go. Like, oh, no. Yep, they will fall out of your hand. Get a hold of that. Oh my goodness. You don't want to thread. Bring it a little closer to me so I gotta get a hold of it better. These little bitty things sometimes are hard to thread on straight. This one seems like, there we go. I wanted to go crooked. I just keep going and you'll feel it tighten up. All right, and then that should tighten up and it'll glue. Let me put the cap back on again, guys. And I like this glue better than the B6000. And it works about the same way. I've never had any problems with this drying out because you're capping that little thing back up. All right, look at that one now. Isn't that a cute, a little Christmas one? I know my lighting is just not the best yet. We're almost there, guys, though. We're almost there. All right, so those are the 3 we have so far. Aren't those cute? See the difference in size? So that's as big as you can make those ones with the stem on. And you can get these in, I know I've seen off of Amazon, you can get colored ones too. Have that so far. Okay, what else do we want to make? Let's make one more. We got 2 string ones. Let's make one more of this. What do we want to do it with? This one. I'll show you because these beads are a little bit smaller. I'm gonna dump some of these out. And just dump some of these out. Okay, got a little silver, got enough. Okay, looks like I got a good selection there. The seashells you could use, or the starfish you could use if you were making it with the string, and you could add that down as a charm because it has a hole in the bottom. But on this type, we cannot use those. Okay, take another one of those out. Stem. These are perfect for Christmas presents, gifts, just for anything, any reason, gift. All right, we got that. Okay. All right, let's get our glue in there. All right, I'm gonna leave this off. Okay. Let's see what we got. I really like these silver ones, so I think I want to use these. And, you know, this is so small. Put the silver one on. And out of the rest of these, I want a different shape bead. I don't want the more circles, so I'm going to use these. And they have the blue running down the middle, so I'm going to use those. And it's a little narrower on the top and thicker on the bottom, so I'm going to put the narrow on the top. That. And let's just see. I know I'm not going to be able to get many on, so let's do a silver again. Let's do this one again. And let's do another silver. Let's see how much space we have left. Okay, so I wouldn't have enough space to put anything else on. You can see, where is my... Did I lose the bead in here for the cap? Here it is. Yep, okay. Don't lose that. Don't mix it in with there. I'm not going to, because all these are going to be too, yeah, that hole's not going to be big enough. All right, that's as far as I can go with this. There will be a little slide after we put it together, but not much, because you can see where the thread is. You can see the end where the thread is, and then you can see that's the only thing when you're using this kind of, with the stem on, you're kind of limited as to how many you can put on, and if you need to put one more bead on, you can't. All right, so let's put the glue on the tippy-toppy here. And then see if we can get this one on a little better than the last one. It's so small. Yeah. My big fingers just don't want to deal with that. And for some reason, they just want to go in crooked. They're not the best threading things. It's like you gotta, oh my goodness. They just want to go in there crooked. Hey. Alrighty. Screw it down as far as you can. All right, and so then you have that. Move some of this off to the side. And that one's cute too with the silver. So we did 2 of each of those. Gotta get in there really close. You can see, let's turn that one so you can see the charm on that end, on that side. See how easy those are? Let's turn that balloon over too. The charm is on that side. If you're using the string, you're gonna need a charm for the bottom. If you buy these and use these, which for me, they're cute, but I can make these just as well, just as, you know, quick and easy. And all I'm using is, like, this thread's gonna go a long ways. You know, even if you buy just one roll, like white is what I use most of the time is white, but until I bought this colored pack. All right, Doreen, I hope that helps you out. Like I said, the glue, you can see it's still a tad wet. I think it takes 2 hours to thoroughly dry or whatever, but you can see it's a tad wet there. If you're worried about that, Doreen, just add a little glue right there, or use these kind of keychains, but make sure you still glue the cap and the base, because they will come undone in your purse and stuff like that. I've had them come undone before, you know. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful, Doreen. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. Leave a comment, guys. If there's anything else you guys want to see me make, just let me know in the comments below, and I will give it a try. All right, guys. As always, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you later. Bye now.